Have you collected those 9 super yachts yet on Rollercoin? Hopefully you have, because if you did, you'll soon be getting the Big Boss Miner. More details after this. Stay tuned. Okay, so Rollercoin and the Big Boss Super Yacht Miner that will offer you 9.2 petahash of power per second. So let me show you what I have done and what I have achieved so far. On my screen you can see my Rollercoin room here. I've got 3 rooms, so if I go to the last room, there they are. The beauties, the super yachts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All 9 of them, okay? Now, there were parts of these super yachts that I could not achieve easily, like through progression events and things like that. So obviously I had to apply multipliers in the progression event, especially given the fact that I was abroad at the time during the last Miami heatwave progression event. And I had to apply a multiplier, which was times 22, I believe I had applied it. So I did achieve that quite fast. I actually achieved it within an hour. And I achieved all the rewards since this one here, since the Brilliance Bay Super Yacht was the highest powered miner in the progression event, which was the Miami Heatwave progression event at that time. So now I've actually achieved that with the times 22 multiplier together with all the others. Some were quite easy to achieve. They weren't at the end of the progression event of the end of the list. It wasn't like price 25, it was somewhere more in between. So I remember that there was this one, I think, Crystal Saw. I don't know, there were some others that were, one of them for sure was in the progression event, and the Zafira Runner, I think this is, yes, Zafira Runner, that was a flash sale. I did not manage to get it in the flash sale because they were all sold out, so then I purchased it from the market. I did find some others, like for example, I believe this you had to craft the Gilded Opulence, and that I did actually buy. I did not craft it because in order to craft it I would have needed rare parts, which I did not have at the time. So I did actually buy that miner, so I didn't stay wasting time, especially as I said I was abroad and I couldn't have enough time to spare to stay crafting and collecting the parts and things like that. So I just managed to purchase that. It wasn't that expensive. I think it was 30 RLT. All in all, I don't think I spent all that much. I think it was around, let's see, I think it was 100 RLT. But then obviously I did do the conversion to RLT, which I did not spend because then I was lucky with some of the loot boxes as well with the multiplier. So I managed to achieve Brilliance Bay, which was the toughest in my opinion to get. And the last miner I needed to get. So I've got all 9 of them. At the time of recording this video, I've had these already for the past 3 or 4 days. So I did make it in time. I believe the deadline is actually tomorrow. So if you go to the marketplace, you might still be able to find these for sale. So we'll just look one up now. Let's say, for example, Brilliance Bay. And it's there. There are 3 available, but look at that massive price point. $500 RLT. Now, I remember that this was at around 190 RLT if I were to purchase it while the progression event was going on. Now, obviously, people are taking advantage of the last few days, 2 days remaining or 1 day remaining for you to collect them all. So they're pushing up that price really, really hard for those people that have obviously more than one. So 500, that's quite a lot, okay, just to purchase this. For 500 you could purchase a miner with a lot more power and a lot more bonus, okay? So I definitely wouldn't go there. Obviously, if you're looking at the bigger picture that you're going to get the 9.2 petahash miner, then it might be worth it. I did do some checking and calculating of how much you would need in order to get 9.2 petahash plus the miners that you're keeping as well. So remember that. So all the power from the miners that you have collected from those 9 super yachts you're going to be keeping, plus adding this on as well, that'll roughly give you 13 petahash per second once the Big Boss miner does arrive. So this is confirmation that be sure to collect all miners by the 23rd of August So that's basically, at the time of recording this video, 1 day away. And this video will probably be up tomorrow, which is the 23rd of August. Apologies for my throat, by the way. I'm currently not 100% feeling well, but I'm trying to blab on and giving you all the information. That's pretty much it. I've got all 9 of them, so I wanted to share that information with you as well. I will also let you know when I actually do get the Big Boss Miner. I don't know if it actually states when you're going to get that, but I believe it should be after the 23rd of August, once they start to tally all the accounts of all people to see which miners they do have, to see if they've got all the 9 unique miners as well. So for now, until the 23rd, which is tomorrow at 12 UTC, you need to have all of those miners. This is not midnight, it looks like 12 PM. Get cracking if you don't have them. 9.2 petahash is a lot of power, and in order to get 9.2 petahash, if we were just to quickly go to the market, and if we sort this by miners and see power, and let's say we'll do it, so you're going to keep the 9 plus the 9.2, so that's going to be around 13 petahash. Okay, now to get 13 petahash, so we're going to move this slider up until it gets to around 13. Okay, that's close enough. So in order to get this number, and I'll leave the rest, I'll just make the selection a bit more narrow. So from 12 something to, let's say, 13 something, okay? There's nothing. Let me just move this slightly forward. Okay, there is this Unreal YMCA game, which gives you, this gives you 14, okay? So let's say this gives you 14.2 and 3.9% bonus. And there are none for sale, are there? There's quantity 1 here, but I don't know what happened. So that costs 840, okay? So do your homework properly. Definitely, I would not go for it now. If you don't have that Brilliance Bay miner, don't purchase it. It's going to cost you 500 alone. So for me, it was the progression event. The progression event has now ended, so the only option if you don't have Brilliance Bay is to actually purchase it now until tomorrow. And that is the only way that you can really get all 9, but obviously you have to make sure that you have the other 8, not just the Brilliance Bay. So it's going to be quite difficult for those of you that don't have that one, okay? Brilliance Bay. That was the most powerful one in the whole series there. So that's why it was the most difficult in a way to get as well. There was a week progression event that lasted a week. Shark Glide was a yacht flash sale. Those only last like 3 or 4 days. That I actually did manage to purchase. I don't think I actually purchased it through the shell for the reason that there was around 20 RLT difference at the time. So I just purchased it through the marketplace anyway. I had already gotten all the points, I believe, for the Brilliance Bay miner. So I did not actually need the progression event points that comes along with things like flash sales. So I had just actually purchased that through the marketplace because I don't really care about the points at that time, because I had already received all the rewards for the progression event. So that's basically it. I just wanted to show you my status. I have achieved all 9. Leave comments down below. Let me know if you actually managed to achieve and get all 9 of these super yachts so that you can get the Big Boss Miner as well. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do so down below. Smash the like button and hit that notification bell to be notified when new videos do come out on my channel. And until next time, take very good care of yourselves, and thanks for watching.